one of the kind of key things in marketing is that there are two sides to it. So you've got a client side and you've got an agency side. I've worked across both sides. And what I mean by client side is that's the internal marketing team of a company. So every brand, every company will have an internal marketing team, whether that's one person or 100 people. It really varies and it depends on the company and the company's size. They will do majority of the managing and the marketing in-house, but they may outsource some resources to agencies. And these can be resources such as PR and design, for example. So sometimes it may not be feasible for a company to have an internal design team, so they may outsource that to a design agency, or to have a PR team in-house, so they may outsource that to a specialist PR agency. The agency side, and again, this is a really good side to kind of get into if you're first starting out in marketing as well, because you'll get the chance to work on various different brands and different industries. So you could be working on a sports brand in the morning, and then in the evening, in the afternoon, you could be working on a finance brand. So it really does vary, and you get exposure to a lot of different areas as well. And the agency side, and they can be specialist agencies, or they can be bigger agencies that have teams for every single kind of area within marketing. So you'll have a digital team that will look into Google advertising, so your pay-per-click ads, your search engine optimization, and you can have a brand team within the agency as well that will look at creative ideas and concepts as well. One thing I would say is that with the agency side, I've listed just 3 there, but there are loads. And these 3 are some of the biggest ones globally. And what I would say is that they always offer a lot of different internships and apprenticeships to kind of get into marketing. So I would really recommend, if you are interested in a career in marketing, to go onto their websites and see what campaigns they do. And you might recognize some of them because they work for some really huge brands as well. So you might recognize some of the campaigns and actually realize that this is something that you want to do as well, and see what kind of careers opportunities that they offer as well, because they always like to bring in people fresh out of education, those people who have literally just come out of education, started know all about social media, know all about TikTok, know all about the latest technologies and the latest apps. So yeah, you guys are hot pickings for agencies and marketing teams. Even when I started out, I did a marketing degree, but within my marketing degree, there was no module or no course really based on the digital side of things, because it wasn't really a thing then. And when I came out of university and started my first job, they were like, "Oh, you're young. You must know what social media is. You must know what Twitter is." And that's when Twitter just started. So they were like, "Can you set us up a Twitter account?" So they love people fresh out of education, because you're up to speed. You know what's going on with the world today. You know what's going on with the latest technology, and that's really important for them to kind of keep on top of as well. So how can you get into marketing? And honestly, university isn't the only way. So I did go through the university route, and if that's a route that you want to take, absolutely. There's certain A levels that I would suggest. There's no specific A levels, but there's certain subjects that I would suggest, like business or English language, media studies, arts, textiles art, or art, fashion art, or just contemporary art, as subjects that you may be useful to kind of get you into marketing and give you a flavour of that. Most universities as well, they do offer a year in placement as well. So there'll be 4-year courses with a year in placement, which is always great because you get that hands-on experience and that kind of putting that the theory that you've learned to practice really within a real world scenario. There's loads of internships and apprenticeships available with many providers. And I've put 2 down here that are really, really good sources and good for you to look into. So there's the Chartered Institute of Marketing. So the CIM offer, the CIM, they offer qualify, like they'll give you a qualification in marketing. So for example, for me, if I wanted to specialize in a certain area or wanted to learn a bit more about a certain area and to kind of boost my CV, I would go to probably the Chartered Institute of Marketing and look at some of their courses that they offer to get qualified in different areas. Google is a fantastic place to start as well. So they offer a lot of apprenticeship programs. They've got offices they've got head offices in Dublin, they've got head offices in London, and quite a few satellite offices across the UK as well. So they offer some really good apprenticeships as well. And Google's a great place to start. They're one of the market leaders. They develop a lot of the tech, a lot of the different technologies that you're seeing on marketing, on all the YouTube shorts and all the new things kind of coming out. The new ways of advertising. Google is going to be a great place to kind of learn all of that. So they've always got courses running. So do also have a look into Google as well. But that's it from me.